Landon Barton's
about 10
walking
seconds.
up to put the headset on for us to be able to round out our local coverage here when it comes to all the players who have come in and walked through here. And look, we've had all the Utah players on, we've had all the BYU players on, and we've had the administrators on.
Big macho handshake.
There it is. Hey, listen, he was taught well how to handshake. The Barton family's known for the strong handshake.
You know who taught him? My wife had him in the 6th grade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
Miss Kinahan had you in the 6th grade?
She did.
Was she strict?
No.
her husband was like coming into the schoolroom and was annoying.
She had told me, literally in the 6th grade, and they taught PE, and you introduce various units, tennis, basketball, whatever. And she said that every time she'd have Lander illustrate what she was trying to teach, and she would say, okay, here's what you do, and she wanted somebody who could do it, so she said she picked him because he had all sorts of coordination.
Yeah,
so I've known this guy was going to be in the NFL since he's about this tall.
What was this? Was this Butler Junior High or something? Albion Middle School.
Yeah.
Albion Middle School and Brighton High School's own Lander Barton joining us. University of Utah.
Growing up, when you'd come through schools that maybe Cody was there or any one of the Bartons, were you kind of like they were like, oh man, you attend class more, you're less of a class, or was it more like, oh, you're not like your brother Cody, or you're not?
Kind of. Cody was kind of the wild one of the bunch, though.
There you go.
But I mean, we're all pretty similar.
Are you?
Yeah, I feel like we were raised well by our parents to be respectful and good students, go to class most of the time. But yeah, no, I had some instances like that, but for the most part, kind of just cruised through.
Well, tell us a little bit about what 2025 looks like, man. I mean, this Coach Whittingham was pretty funny when he was talking about defense. He goes, I think offensively we've got some work we got to be done, but that's why we made some of these, we've got a lot of work to do on offense. The defense, we've been pretty good for decades. Did you hear him say that? He goes, we've been pretty good for decades, so I think we're going to be okay there. Is that the way you guys kind of approach it? Obviously, the work has to get put in, but you look and you go, our defense wasn't an issue last year. We want to get better as a unit, and then what do you want to do individually to get better?
I mean, we kind of always look at it as it's a new year. It's a whole new defense. I mean, it's the same scheme, but it's a lot of new faces, so you kind of got to approach it the same every single year, expecting to get better, expecting to improve. But I'm excited for this season. It's looking really good, and I'm excited for the boys, and I'm excited for the offense. It's a whole new offense, new scheme, and it's fun to compete against them. It's a more modern style versus what Utah's been known for, and so it's been really fun.
Yeah, I would say you'd have a front row seat to that offense during the spring ball and all that to be able to see what Dampier and these guys, Jason Beck, can do. And it does look like it is new. And just how much of the newness has created an energy on the football team that maybe you didn't have, because obviously something had to change and get better.
Oh, it's completely different. There's like an excitement or a vibrance to the team now that wasn't there. And it's just awesome to see. I mean, the practices in spring ball were amazing. It was fun to compete versus the offense of that caliber and the up-tempo stuff. So I thought it was good for the defense and the offense.
How much do you feel like you've got to prove, Lander?
I feel like I got a lot to prove.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like you're never really truly proven until you're retired. So, I mean, I feel like I have years of things to prove.
You could have possibly submitted your name to the NFL draft if you wanted to. And for guys that are in that position, we've been asking a couple of the BYU guys that came back as seniors, and this will be your senior year, hard to believe, but it's true. That does go by fast, that they got some word on what they needed to work on. Did you get word? Now, you got your brother who played in the NBA or the NFL as a linebacker, but I'm wondering if you got some feedback what you need to do to put yourself in a better position to make the NFL next year.
Yeah, I got all sorts of feedback of what I need to do. And I think I made the right decision. It was risky deciding to come out, but I'm happy I came back. I'm happy to be on this team for one more year, and I'm excited for what we can do.
What do you think you got to do to get better? What did they tell you?
Oh, I got to be more consistent in my tackling. I can't miss open field tackles and stuff like that. I need to work on my foot fire, quick feet, overall speed, playing sideline to sideline, There's a whole list of things I need to improve on.
They're pretty tough.
Yeah.
When you're getting those reviews, they're tough,
Yeah.
and it's a hard pill to swallow. You're always like, I kind of thought I had fast hands.
I like foot fire. I love that term now.
Why is it saying I have sluggish hands?
Do you get a more honest breakdown from your family or from scouts?
A mixture.
Yeah.
Because, like, with my brothers, we try to not nitpick each other. But for me and Cody, we play the same position.
Yeah,
so
sure.
Yeah.
he
How about
can't-
your father, man?
He tries.
He's
but
told me stuff about you.
He tries, but he don't know.
I love that.
But
He doesn't know.
I see him at the airport. We're traveling. I've seen him a few times, and we'll talk. And I'll say, oh yeah, but what about this, this, and this?
He's probably listening right now. He's been texting me all day.
Oh, that's funny. So you've got a unique group to play with, too. Logan Fano's going to be off the edge. Lavani Damoudi, he's ready, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm
He's-
excited to watch him.
He's
get
healthy. I think we're all excited. And the reason I ask, you've got a lot to prove. You know, we were looking at the Big 12 preseason all-conference team that was put out, and there's not a BYU linebacker, there's not a Utah linebacker, and I'm looking at the collection of BYU and Utah linebackers. I'm like, what in the heck,
I
man?
know.
Like, it's the best group with you, Lavani.
Yeah.
You know, you go to BYU with Jack and everything that they've got going on.
Oh, we got good backers in the state.
Oh, this state is unbelievable with linebackers. But how does having a Lavani Damoudi next to you, or a Logan Fano next to you, or just up in front of you, how much does that change what you're able to do?
I mean, it's just a comfortability thing because they're both vets. They know what they're doing. So, I mean, it's different playing with younger guys when you're still trying to help them learn the defense or get them lined up versus playing with vets. They know where to be. They know what they're doing. So it kind of makes things a little bit faster and smoother. And, I mean, they're great players, too. Lavani's a proven great linebacker. Logan's an incredible pass rusher. So it's just fun to have them.
When you watch, the expectations at the University of Utah is maybe the toughest as nails teams in the country, certainly in the conference, and then you see kind of like where last year was, and obviously did coming back did a lot have to do with it, not just in developing yourself, but also looking and going, I can't walk away after a season like last year from a wins and losses perspective.
Yeah, I definitely thought about that when I was thinking about it, but I also knew I probably wasn't ready. Maybe not mentally or anything like that, but just maybe my game wasn't ready. Like, I need to come back. But then also, that bad taste in my mouth from last season, I didn't want to end it like that.
What does Morgan Scally talk to you guys about when you guys get in defensive meetings, and that guy is as smart as it comes when it comes to scheming defenses? What does he talk about with you guys about improving as a team? And because everybody looks and goes, oh, they'll have a good defense. It's Utah. But how do you keep that edge?
I mean, the big thing right now that we're trying to focus on with the defense is really just coming together as a unit because there's so many new faces with the portal, so many new guys on the team. So it's really, in the long run, the teams that are going to win are the ones that are closest together. So, I mean, we're just trying to build that true bond between our defense and also with the offense, too, because, I mean, it takes an offense to win a game. So we're just trying to become really close as a whole team.
How about Hall, too? We hadn't mentioned him. He's made some plays for you, too. Speak about him.
Oh, Jono's really good player. I'm excited to watch him. He's going to be special. He's going to make a lot of money one day.
I love how you guys get a kick out of each other's talent level, too. Like, that's really
Yeah.
fun to see players look at each other and go, that guy's really good. He's going to make me better. That's part of the thing, too.
Yeah. Jono's just a ball. Like, he's naturally gifted on the football field.
Give me one flaw of Smith Snowden. I'm going to give you time.
Bad dancer.
He's
I'm pretty sure he's a good dancer.
He's a really good dancer.
That's hilarious.
I don't
Awkward with women.
Probably not
know.
also.
I think he's pretty smooth,
Oh,
too.
he's really. He just stays
bad
away
cook.
from him. He just stays away from
There
him.
might be no flaw. I can't think of one.
I know. We were interviewing him, and I've known him since he was born. And we were talking to him. I'm like, just looking at this kid, like, come on, there's got to be something. I haven't been able to find anything in his 22 years of life. But
Nothing.
talk about a guy just having a really classic character behind you to clean up any mistakes if there's any problems in zone or breakdowns.
Oh, I know.
Smith is going to be there.
Yeah. And he's incredibly athletic. I mean, he's smart, too. Like, sometimes you can't teach, like, football instincts, and he has it.
He does have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have probably only had spring, obviously, and that's a tough thing to really go off of because we kind of halfway look at spring and go, I don't know what goes on there. If that's a real, kind of indicator as to where teams are. when camp starts up here, what have you seen from Devin Dampier that you look at and you go, okay, I'm glad this guy's on our team because he's going to be a nightmare for some people he faces.
Yeah. That dude's just a playmaker. I mean, he'll extend plays with his feet and his arm. So, I mean, it just makes it tough. Like, us playing against him in the spring, you got to cover the pass on third down situations, but then you also have the threat of him just taking off and running. And he can make dudes miss. Like, he's fast, he's shifty, so he's got it all.
You're quick, but, like, when you see him, was there a level that you go, oh, now I see why we brought him in?
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff he does. I'm like, it doesn't make sense.
I love that.
You know what I think is cool, Lander? When you're a freshman, man, you're pretty quiet. And now you're going into your senior year, and and I've seen this for many kids over the years, the transformation, like when they get in media settings, when they first start out, they're sort of soft-spoken, really don't know what to say. But it's clear you've matured from this perspective. You can speak to people now, and this is no big deal for you. You're comfortable. Is that something that just happened naturally? Did you work on it? Because people want to hear what you have to think. The family's well known in the community as football players. Your mom obviously was a great athlete in her own right in two sports. And so you got to carry on that tradition. And your sister, all that in volleyball. So you're expected to be a Barton, so you got to speak up.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit of, like, naturally kind of growing into it. But then also I've tried to force myself to go into uncomfortable situations,
which is
speak
good.
up. Because, I mean, my family will tell everyone I'm the quietest out of everyone.
Right, and you're the youngest.
Yeah. But, I mean, I've had to learn to actually speak up. And because I don't love public speaking. It's not my favorite thing. But, I mean, I think I've gotten better, but I still have
you have
a lot to go.
Yeah, I mean, I can see it. You weren't like this 3 years ago.
Yeah.
You were quiet.
Yeah.
And now you're like you're a kid as opposed to a man speaking to other men about football in this situation.
Your final year of eligibility, how much does the rivalry game mean to you in this last season?
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play there, too. I don't even know if I've watched a game there.
You've never watched a game in LaBelle Edwards Stadium?
I don't think so.
Never played there?
Never played
watched
there.
one there?
I'm excited.
Yeah, that game's going to be high level. What was the lasting impression as you guys walked off the field against them last year?
They were robbed.
No, it was a tough one. It hurt, but I mean, just take it on the chin, move forward.
It's kind of the way the season went, man. You guys were this close to winning a bunch of games, and something always came up.
When you found out Cam Rising was done again for the year, how deflating was that?
It was for sure deflating, but I mean, there's nothing you can do. All you can do is keep moving forward. I mean, just kind of make sure he's doing okay, because I love Cam, and I know that was the last thing he wanted. But it was tough, just because it felt kind of like a repeat from the year before.
Yeah.
But
did you feel like at that point it was going to curtail this season, or did you think, because the cupboards had gotten bare, and you're going to a true freshman, and that was tough. But did you think, we'll be all right?
No, I thought we'd be all right. Like, I praise Isaac for what he did. He was put in a tough spot, and I thought he did well.
Yeah, very tough spot.
Lander Barton joining us here as at Media Days as we try to get a little bit more to know about this Utah team. It is a lot of returning talent to the team, but a lot of new guys too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting to see every roster has this thing where it's like, yeah, we have returning starters, but I have a bunch of guys that I've had to get to know this spring, and into practices, and so it's going to be an interesting thing to see some of these guys that you're going to have to get to know.
Yeah.
Besides the BYU rivalry game, we had the ASU guys on yesterday, and I think at least a couple of the players had mentioned, like, okay, there's some games I'm going to remember beating Utah and beating BYU down there in Tempe, and obviously that was a huge one. And then BYU doesn't play ASU, do they?
They don't, no.
But you guys get them at home this year. Do you think about that? I mean, we talk about the rivalry game with BYU, but there has to be some sting from that game as well that you guys looked at and you went, okay, we can't let the Sun Devils feel like this against the Utes again.
Yeah, there was some sting after that one, but honestly, ASU Stadium playing in Tempe, that's my favorite spot to play.
Really?
I played there twice, and I don't know why. I just love that stadium. It's a great environment, great field. It's kind of cool, that mountain right there.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
And did you know that?
We're going to have to hear from PK.
I went to ASU.
Everybody loves ASU.
Sam Levitt, he missed the Cincinnati game because he had some rim injuries. And you know who gave him that injury?
Did you deliver that to him?
I don't know what we're talking about.
Ripped him in half.
Yeah, I could see it. He was coming over, and I think he had gotten through the line, the down lineman, and Lander came over, and I think he was headed towards the south end zone, and Lander came and popped him right here, and he stayed in the game.
Yeah, he's a tough sucker.
And then
right?
he missed the
finished
next
the game. He finished the whole game.
They probably and it was probably the program that told him that he couldn't play in the Cincinnati game. It's not him going, I can't go. It's probably like,
I think
he
had
better
some,
freaking sit down.
He had some trouble breathing after. I think of the adrenaline and all of the moment, and then after the ball game.
He was good. He was a good player. Tough, athletic. He was good.
He's going to be good again this year.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, just from Pac-12 to Big 12 play, what was the most recognizable difference playing in the Pac-12 and then making that transition to the Big 12 last year? Because everybody thought Utah would make a more seamless transition from Pac-12 to Big 12 play.
I mean, we all expected to win more games than we did. But, I mean, the transition itself, I didn't notice a whole huge difference other than a couple travel trips were a little bit longer than trips in the past. I mean, it was good competition, which we expected. I mean, it's a good conference.
Yeah.
And the Pac was always a fun conference because it was just everyone beating everybody.
Yeah. And last year they had a bunch of stud running backs. This year is like 7-8 quarterbacks. ESPN has a story that they wrote today up on the website. I was reading it earlier. The number of quarterbacks in this conference that have experience, 2 to 3 years of starting experience, it's going to be really tough on every defense. Your defense could actually be better as a team, but not be statistically better because of the offenses that you're facing this year.
Like every year, teams are just getting better, and the quarterbacks are getting better. I mean, it's unbelievable. I think every conference is probably having the same thing. Like, there's just bigger and better quarterbacks every single year.
What kind of quarterback would you rather play against defensively? A quarterback that sits in a pocket and throws, or do you like a quarterback that'll move around a little bit?
It's tough. I don't know. The quarterbacks that run, it makes it hard because you're defending two different things at the same time. But then quarterbacks that can sit in the pocket and just pick you apart, that's also tough too because those dudes are they throw bullets, they throw darts all day. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there's some give and take on both.
How many pick sixes do you have in your career?
2.
I think you were the one that, and Smith got one.
He got the streak. He continued.
I was going to say you got the streak going. Smith got one at UCF. He brought up, and I said, yeah, but Landers is the one that everybody really looked at and went, "Thank heavens they got to year 20 or whatever." Yeah. We talk about that as media guys because it's an insane thing to think, but. Do you guys as a unit take pride in that kind of thing? I can't imagine that getting a pick six would be a bad goal to have as a team anyway.
I mean, we always talk about in the locker room who's going to extend the streak. And
that's fun.
2 years in a row, right here. 2 years in a row.
What was the one the year before?
Weber State.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this is game 1. Yeah.
Game 2.
Or game 2 of the season. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He thought he had one against Colorado, but he got tackled.
Oh,
come on.
What happened?
PK bring that up.
Come on.
I think it was the first play of the game.
I didn't get tackled or ran out of bounds.
How did
that's where the foot fire came up during the offseason. He wanted to get back.
Well, I think it was the first play from scrimmage, I think.
It was.
Yeah.
I thought that's why Miss Kinahan brought you up front of class.
They didn't have the hurdling.
Let's show us how
they didn't. Okay.
Let's show. Hey, Lander, show everybody how
was
pick
summer
six
school.
goes. Don't run out of bounds either. So
run over the quarterback.
Lander Barton. Utah linebacker going into his senior year, and it is fun to watch you grow and come along here, and we really appreciate all the time that you've spent with us, and we're looking forward to this season. We're looking forward to this Utah team being back at the top of the tables too, man.
It'll be special.
Has your strength and conditioning changed at all? Is it?
Oh, yeah.
It has?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd heard that there were some changes, but kind of.
Oh, what do you mean?
Like just how much different is your strength and conditioning?
Like personally?
Yes.
Oh, I'm way stronger, way better conditioned than I was. Conditioning-wise, I'm around the same. Because when you're lighter, you could run forever.
Yeah.
He basically just asked you, how much you bench, bro?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Where's your bench at?
Where it needs to be.
Yeah.
No, come on. Pat, he was about to say it.
Are you
I
getting
know, but I got to look out for the kid.
Are you getting into the force?
No. Come on. My arms are too long, dude.
He's looking for that 225. He's just looking to get that 225 rep.
Because I remember when Cody got in the force, we all talked about it.
Oh, he's crazy strong.
Cody was crazy strong. Jackson was even. Jackson, you're not going to be able to even catch
Jackson has a strong leg.
Are you faster than Cody though?
I will be.
Nice, nice.
I love it. Hey, Lander, good luck this year, man. Stay healthy. We appreciate
Yes,
you
sir.
coming on the program.
Thanks,
Thank
Lander.
you. Thanks for having me.
Yep.